up out of prison, bro. All right, so right now what we got going on is this. I have exclusive 911 calls from Dooley State Prison. Dooley State Prison, 2026, April. Let's see what they talk about.
911, where's your emergency?
Hey, this is Shannon Shira, nurse at Dooley State Prison. We need ambulance on the way for a severe stab wound to the leg that's bleeding everywhere. We're going to probably have multiple injuries in this thing, so send us some ambulances.
Y'all heard what she said. She said, send us some ambulances. I don't know if that's the plural. Is that the plural term? The correct plural term? Ambulances. So clearly there's a war going on. The war going on in Dooley State Prison. And they need some ambulances.
You said a stab wound to the leg.
Huh?
You said a stab wound to the leg.
Yeah, the first one's a stab wound to the leg. We got medical responding to another one. It looks like there's been a big altercation with multiple injuries, but I know we need one ambulance on the way now.
Okay, what's a good phone number?
I don't even know our phone number. It's at prison. 478-627-2000 is the main number.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll get somebody on the way, okay?
All right, bye.
Should be logged on.
911, where's your emergency? 911, how can I help you? 911, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Nurse Graham from Dooley State Prison.
Okay.
We need MS. We have a 61-year-old inmate. He's taking an undisclosed amount of medication. Can't tell us what medication it is. He said it's someone else's. He does have a history of open heart surgery, and he is planning on chest pain, but he's stable.
Okay. And what was your name again? I think it's. What was your name again?
Nurse Graham,
And what's the phone number?
478-627-2049.
And he's in medical? All right, we'll get him on the way.
Okay, thank you. Where's emergency? Yes, ma'am. This is Nurse Graham at Dooley State Prison. We have a 78-year-old with altered mental status. He's conscious, but he'll look at us, but he's not answering questions appropriately. He's not really verbal. He can kind of halfway follow commands, but his vitals are stable. Okay, the medical? Yes, ma'am. All right, and what was your name? Nurse Graham. All right, and a phone number for you, please. 478-627-2053. 2053? Uh-huh. All right, we'll go ahead and get him in round. Okay, thank you. No problem. All right, bye.
What happened? My 911 call.
911, where's your emergency?
Thomas at Dooley State Prison.
Okay, what's the address?
1412 Plunkett Road, Unadilla, Georgia.
Okay, may I have your name and phone number in case we get disconnected?
Shannon Shira, registered nurse. 478-627-2000.
Okay, 478-627-2000. Okay, what's going on there?
We have a 61-year-old male patient brought to medical for shortness of breath and chest pain. He says he can't breathe. He's very lethargic. He's very slow to answer with any verbal responses. We did an EKG. He's just got some tachycardia. His vital signs are otherwise normal besides a little bit of an elevated heart rate. But he said he took something in the dorm from someone that he thought was NyQuil with Narcandy twice with no change in his level of consciousness. So he's lethargic and substance of unknown origin on board.
Okay.
What is nostalgic?
Oh, where's he going to be in the facility?
He's in the medical unit.
Okay, do you know if he has any previous medical history? Any
He has high blood pressure. He has hypertension. He's got no non-drug allergies, and he takes Losartan 50 milligrams every day.
And what's the name of that medication again?
Losartan, Losartan, 50 milligrams every day. He has hypertension and hypercholesterol.
Okay.
Well, hang on, I am not through with it. Hold on.
No, I got the 911 call, so turn yourself in. But no. I'll get my brakes changed in Decatur, Georgia, and then I'm gonna start back picking up jumping houses. But I'm going back to the 911 calls for Dooley State Prison.
He is breathing unconscious, correct?
He is breathing and conscious. We have him on oxygen, but his O2 stat is 98% on room air.
Said his oxygen is at 98%.
No, I said his O2 stat was 98% on room air, but we have got him on some oxygen because he said he felt like he couldn't breathe and he had chest pain.
Okay. Breathing unconscious. 412 Plunkett Road in Dula County will be in the medical unit.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Call us back if anything changes or if anything else happens, okay?
Okay.
I don't know who it is. There was a bunch of sheets in here, but I don't know where they went. You fill that out for me?
911, where's your emergency?
Yes, this is Nurse Graham at Dooley State Prison. We have an inmate who has taken an undisclosed number of medications. I've already contacted Poison Control, and they suggested he go out by EMS to the ER for further workup.
So what's happening is there are a lot of overdoses that's taking place in the Georgia Department of Corrections. That's a real thing that's really going on. So you're hearing it right now.
Wow.
Okay, and what's a good callback number, Nurse Graham?
478-627 2059.
2059 or 49? 59. And how old is the inmate?
41.
Do you know what kind of medication he took?
Remeron, I'm not sure the dose, and multiple other medications. He said he didn't know what they were.
That's a good thing.
Do you know how many different, like 5, 10, less than that?
He said he took 10 to 15 different pills, and he knew some of them were Remeron, and he
How's that a good thing, bro?
didn't know what others or he had got from somebody else. He's alert, awake, oriented.
To at least 15 pills and at least one of the pills was Remeron.
Yep.
And he's going to be in medical?
Yes, sir.
Here's why it's not good for people to overdose in prison. Because eventually these people going to come home. So you go in either a dope fiend or sober and you come out geeking. You're going to come out here and steal something. That's not rehabilitation. You're not being helped. You're not going to be an asset to the community. They just going to end up having to lock you up again. Did that make sense to you?
And he said he is breathing unconscious. Do you know any of his medical history?
Other than mental health medications, I don't see anything. He does have, high cholesterol and a history of asthma. He's allergic to iodine.
Allergic to what?
Iodine.
Iodine. Okay. We'll let the nurse thing get over there. Just call us back if anything changes or if anything else happens, okay?
Okay.
Where's your emergency?
Julie State Prison.
Okay, what's going on there?
We have an offender who claims he took 10 blood pressure pills.
That man said, "Hey, Blackie, bro." My response to certain things is gonna be so good because I'm not offended by it. I thought it was funny. You're not eligible right now, but all right, let's go back.
And poison control is suggesting we send them out.
What's my balance?
Okay, set the Julie State Prison.
Yeah, so 1412 Plunkett Road.
What's my
Okay.
what's my balance?
And how old is he?
Hey man,
34.
I need people to come back by the house, man, so I can get my
And you
I
said
take
he
some
took
over there,
what?
take the break.
He took
And then I
10
need you to
blood
do what
pressure
you do
pills,
every
but
year
unknown
for
to which
summer follow-up.
ones he took.
Okay. And where's he
Same
going to be
shit.
located?
Probably hit him with that thing, and then that's it right now. But
All right. Can I get your name?
Stucky. RN.
Okay. And a good call
I
back
can't
number?
pick up my shit unless I
478
get my check.
627
Roll
2052.
how soon? Right now.
All right. We'll get him in route.
Thank you.
So the next time I get the brake change, I'm gonna need a road. What's your 60 good? 6.
911, where's the emergency?
Hey, this is the nurse at Julie State Prison. I have a 31-year-old black male that needs to go by EMS.
What the
He has
name of this?
multiple happening to his back and head.
When I can get you pull up?
Is he breathing and conscious at this time?
He is. He's breathing.
You don't
He's
even
alert.
need me
He's
though.
oriented.
So the only thing I
Okay,
do
and how old did you say he was?
31.
Okay.
Only thing I really want to do right now is I gotta go get a battery for her bike. But that trailer, it's already outside. I just need to take the wheel off so I can put another wheel on there. Otherwise, I ain't gonna be able to get my load that's gonna require a trailer. I got nephew putting everything on the back.
I gotta run the Keller Road. I call you when I do Keller Road.
Hey man, you got the address, man. You could just pull up, man. All right.
I pull up over there.
Okay. Hey man, it'll be a blessing. I'm gonna show car because I can't do no big stuff until I get my trailer right. And then I got another trailer over there, but I ain't got no tag on it, motherfucker. I drove it this morning, bro, and felt like I was breaking the law. No, I didn't got scared right here. Should be came through. Got
And where's he going to be located?
He's going to be located at medical.
All right. And what's your name?
Gordon.
Okay. Can I get a good call back
Appreciate
number?
478.
I see it. I don't know why he just pulled it right behind me.
2053.
205. Okay, yes ma'am. We'll get him on the way. You're welcome.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get my brakes changed, bro. My bad. I had to get my brakes changed. I ain't talking. You go back to sleep, fool. I'm talking to these people online.
911, where's the emergency? Yes, I was calling for EMS at the Julie State Prison. Yes, ma'am. What's the address there? 1244 Plunkett Road. Yes, ma'am. Is that 1412 Plunkett Road? Yes. What sign on there?
We got an inmate.
Yeah, with
Inmate got stabbed. Hold on real quick. Okay. Inmate got stabbed and needs medical assistance. Do you have an estimate for his age? They didn't say. Okay. And where's he gonna be located at? In medical. Your name and number? Somewhere. And a good callback number for you all? Four. Yes, ma'am. Is the number you're calling from okay? Yes, okay. Do you know if he's still breathing and conscious? Yes, ma'am. Okay, we'll get him on the way. All right. All right, good. 911, where's your emergency? Duluth State Prison. You have an emergency at the prison? Yes, yeah. Ma'am. We have an inmate. He's reporting vomiting. He is a diabetic. His blood sugar is 417. He's needing to be sent out to EMS to rule out DKA. Okay, and that address is going to be 1416 Plunkett Road. That's correct. What's your name? Nurse Graham. All right, Nurse Graham. And then, how old is he? I'm sorry, he's 19. Okay. And you said his blood sugar was 417? Yes, ma'am. All right. And where is he going to be located at? In medical. All right, we'll get somebody over there. Okay, thank you. No problem. No problem. Bye-bye. Got it, ma'am. Medical Front 911, how can I help you? Hi, yes, I need an EMS for Duluth State Prison. I have a black male, born in 1985. He's been having seizures off and on all day. Okay, and where is it going to be located out there? In medical. Okay, and is that the only thing, just the seizures all day? Yes, ma'am. All right, and what was your name and a phone number? I'm Samora, 478-627-2000. All right, we'll go ahead and have him on class. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Where is your emergency? At Duluth State Prison. 1412 Plunkett Road in Unadilla, correct, ma'am? That is correct. Right, how can I help you, ma'am? We have a 41-year-old male that was struck in the head with an object. Bleeding from the head, states he cannot feel his arms and his legs.
paralyzed.
All right, and where are you located at the facility, ma'am? We're in the medical unit. All right, you did say you bleeding from the head. Anywhere else he's bleeding from? That's the only place we can find right now. We got a pressure dressing on his head. He's alert and oriented. He's just having some, he said can't move his arms and legs. Okay, all right, I'm getting dispatched out there, ma'am. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Bye-bye. No, one was your emergency. Okay, can I have your name? And what's a good contact number for you? 478-627-2000. Okay. What's this problem? We had an inmate his face is swollen, his bottom lip is swollen, he's got a red dry on his body. He's not having difficulty breathing right now. Okay, now the pharmacy. Can you hear me now? Okay, yes, you said you have an inmate that's having an allergic reaction, face is swollen. Red swollen, red dry all over. we're gonna give him the Benadryl 50 milligrams PI, but, he says it's not allergic to anything, he has dizzy lips and stuff, or he's never been allergic to this before. He doesn't think that, and we don't know if he came in contact with him.
Okay.
We're in the medical department of Julie.
All right, I'll go ahead and get my route to you. And how old is he?
27 years old. And he just sent the Benadryl PI at 6:15.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and get my route.
Bye-bye.
Now, long emergency.
Hey, this is Austin at Duluth State Prison.
Mhm.
We need EMS for a black male. He been having seizures for the last 10 minutes.
All right, how old is he? Hello.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it.
Okay, is he located in medical?
Ma'am.
Is he located in medical?
No, ma'am, they getting him out the building right now. They trying to find out his age.
Or are they going to have him in medical by the time they get there?
Yes, ma'am. He'll be in medical.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get him in round. Do you have a round age? 30, 40, 50, anything like that?
Black. Black Charter LMB.
I think I'll look it up. Right.
Do you know if he has a medical history of seizures?
Right.
I was trying to get the age of the offender. He's 45.
45. All right. Again, will he be in medical by the time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll let him know. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now, where's your money?
Hey, we have an inmate that needs to go out from Duluth State Prison, 42-year-old black male with hypoxia and low coronary.
Got him right back in. Phosphate, you know what I'm saying? But he's fired.
Oh, yeah.